Hello everybody, welcome back to Destiny 2, Lewisbecoz here. Today I have a pretty broken build that I want to show off to you guys. I'm gonna come out and say it, probably one of the best builds currently for PvE and PvP combined. You'll see I'm not running my regular Void subclass, and I'm also running some pretty obscure weapons that not many people use in this season. So without further ado, let's get on to the build breakdown and I'll show you guys how this is supposed to work. Okay, so the number one thing you need for this build is the exotic Lucky Pants. Now this is special because it pretty much completely synergizes with only hand cannons, as you'll see with the armor perk, illegally modded holster. Precision hits load one round to the chamber of stowed hand cannons, and hand cannons have better handling, which is really good. Armor, like other armor mods, you basically can run whatever you want. I've got mobility, powerful friends with increased mobility, and enhanced small arms loader for hand cannons. Mobility, hand cannon reserves and unflinching hand cannon aim. Mobility and special ammo finder. Mobility, dynamo, and better already. You don't need both of them, but you can use whatever you want. I have a pretty decent spread of stats here. I've got 104 mobility, 50 resilience, 17 recovery is pretty shit, but you know, it is what it is. I've got 44 discipline, 38 intellect, and 30 strength. Now for weapons wise, you want a primary hand cannon, but you can use whatever you want. I just chose a service revolver because I got a pretty good roll on it. I'm running Hitmark HCS sights with light mag, rapid hit, and kill clip, which is probably the best roll you can get for the two perks here, because rapid hit means if you land 3 precision hits in a row, you get mad fast reload speed. Kill clip, immediately reloading after a kill gives you better damage. And because it's a hand cannon this season, you can also put unstoppable hand cannon on it, we'll get into that later. I also have a stability masterwork, which is awesome. You'll see if I go to the stability stat here, it's got that little yellow bar on it. That means the masterwork perk has basically added that much onto the stat. It's 180 RPM hand cannon, but you can use whatever archetype you like. I just chose the service revolver again because I got a decent roll on it. So for your secondary weapon, you want Ariana's Vow. Now the only way to get this exotic was if you played during Season of the Undying. You got it free as part of the Season Pass, or if you paid for the Season Pass. Now the reason this is good, that works with this build, is because it's actually a hand cannon, but it uses special ammo, if you see right there on the screen. So this weapon, its perks are looks can kill, it fires shield piercing ammunition, and it's got death at first glance. So when you first aim down sights, you get better attack and better crit damage. And if you miss, then the shot damage is preserved, which is great for me because I miss a lot. These perks don't really matter, they're just, you can't change them. I don't have the catalyst yet, but I'm working towards it. I'll probably do an updated version of the build after I get the catalyst for this gun. It's also a max impact, max range, 90 RPM hand cannon, which is very slow, but with Lucky Pants it completely changes how this gun works. For subclass, you can literally run whatever you want. Any class, any super, any subclass. I just did Way of the Sharpshooter because of Practice Makes Perfect, which enter a trance with each precision hit, reducing the cooldown of your super, and knock them down. Precision kills increase weapon stability and handling, and your super does more damage while this buff is active. Line them up is nice as well, and weighted knife is also just something I barely use, but it's nice to have. Yeah, this is basically the whole build. You're heavy, you can run whatever you want. I have this avalanche, I have a decent roll on. I've got under pressure and rampage with rampage spec. But yeah, this is basically the build. Now I'll showcase how it actually works. Okay, so now I'm going to demonstrate on this ogre right here how the precision hits work. So if I go into my Arianas and I fire a shot, so I have 5 in the magazine, and if I swap to my service, hit a precision shot, Ariana now has 6, and look at this swap speed. That's insane. If I take off Lucky Pants, watch this. Put on these, it's random. Look at the difference between no Lucky Pants and no Lucky Pants. It's actually pretty scary. And if you, with Arianas, you see if I aim down sights, I get the buff first glance, so I deal more damage like first shot of the magazine. But I think you can do with this on bosses like this ogre here is fire 6 shots of Arianas, 3, 4, 5, 6, then 6 shots of your service revolver, and then 6 shots of Arianas. I killed it, but you could just keep going infinitely as long as you get precision hits. And Arianas also does 12,000 crit, but without first glance it does 9,000, so you obviously want to keep swapping between guns like this to get cleanup kills. I'll demonstrate on a slightly harder to kill ad, like this Knight or this Acolyte, which is yellow bar, of how to clean up. So if you're using your primary just to clear trash mobs and you maybe have a particularly challenging one, just pop an Ariana shot into its skull and it will usually die in one shot, which is extremely nice. Even this Knight shouldn't really be that much big of a problem if you just keep swapping and using first glance to your advantage. This is a very, very viable PvP build also, with the fact that you can basically have super high stability on your hand cannon. But yeah, this is the build. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video, because the next part is going to be no commentary. So yeah, see you guys later. Goodbye!
Power causality. What a trip. If you believe your weapon wants to murder all existence, then so it will. Call it a little bad juju, if you please. inflict your desires upon reality, Guardian. One good death deserves another. I leave you here. Claim what has been lost.